we live? Hello and welcome to Fully Charged Live from Farnborough. I'm Rick Bullemere and I've been bringing you a behind the scenes look powered by our friends at Co-Charger at this incredible event. And some of the guys that have made this possible are right here around this corner. So it's been a great event. There's been something for everyone, something for the kids, something for the electric car fans. But over here we've got Dan Caesar, Andy Torbett and Charlie Cook from Right Charge. Let's interrupt them because this is important. Hello chaps.
Hello.
Sorry to interrupt. We'd love just to have a quick chat. We're live on the Fully Charged Plus YouTube channel. For everyone that doesn't know this man, I'd be surprised if you don't. This is Dan Caesar, one of the men instrumental in bringing Fully Charged, mental and instrumental for bringing.
Underline the last bit of the word.
Indeed, and we're here thanks to these guys. We also have Andy Torbett and Charlie Cook from Right Charge. But first of all, Dan, you must be pretty proud of what you've achieved with this event.
We are. The team has done an incredible job. I mean, COVID, it's been a really, really difficult time for everyone, of course, but for a business, you're kind of like stuck in amber, fossilized, waiting to get on with it, and you can't do it. And now we've finally managed to get an event. And, you know, it doesn't really matter. I think it's just seeing people again. It's been so much fun. And the sun's even come out now, so I can't complain.
You told me it was just really easy. You just threw this together in a couple of days. It was that easy.
Well, I should say that I would love to take all the credit personally, but there was a small group of people who have just performed miracles.
But it was mostly you.
It wasn't. I know I wasn't. Well, I've been quite involved at the end, but it wasn't me. It was
mostly Dan.
Yeah.
Mostly
Unfortunately
Dan.
not.
Now, Andy, you've been a busy boy over the last 3 days, and a busy boy this year as well, doing some pretty cool stuff with motorbikes. Has that been something that's resonated with the people here watching and speaking to you at the show?
I hope so. I mean, I'm kind of fully charged motorbikes, vans, and all the other. I've got the best job basically because I get to do like wakeboards and jet skis and boats and all that sort of cool stuff. We've had a sort of lull in content-wise. I mean, I'm sure people have noticed that because of COVID. But I was chatting to Dan this morning. We've got big plans for sort of as of kind of now. I think the show marks not the rebirth. It's a kind of
renaissance.
The renaissance. It's the kind of end of the whole. The thing we've not just Fully Charged, but the world in general has been suffering of the last 18 months. I think the show kind of marks right. The gates are now open. Stand by. Bikes, to be honest, motorbikes and e-bikes.
Dirt bikes in particular. Yeah.
So, Charlie,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what Right Charge does and why you're here.
Right Charge is a comparison service for home charge points, making sure drivers get the right home charge point initially, and also for the energy tariffs. So we help people to figure out that they can save hundreds of pounds a year, reduce their carbon because they're charging overnight, make sure they get the right tariff, make sure they get the right charger, and then they can go off and enjoy themselves, I suppose.
And I think that's probably what this event has. So what's resonated for me is that you guys have brought all the clever people into the room, and they're all here talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we are at Farnborough Airport. If you hadn't have noticed, it's quite noisy here. But yeah, so Dan, is that kind of like the whole point of this, to bring the right people into the room?
Yeah, it's without being like cliche. It's like you've got a fully charged family, all these different companies that we've grown up with actually. So with Charlie, we've started work with as soon as you started really. My Energy is another startup we work with. GridServe, all these really sort of clever people. And as you say, we know the topics that are of interest to our audience, and so whether it's on YouTube or it's
Live, so it will kick back. And we're back. So I think we're back now. So I think the question is, what's going to happen for the next event? Where are we going?
well, we've missed a year and a bit, haven't we? So we're bringing the next show forward, and we're going to be back here at the end of April, early May next year. And I'm confident we'll double this show.
I thought that was secret.
No, it's not.
I've not
secret.
told anyone.
Yeah, no, it's on the show program. Yeah, it's true.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to prepare again in like 2 months.
240 days. Back in 240 days, and we'll double it. We'll double it in size because, frankly, there's no time to waste. We want to get people off those dirty fossil fuels, stop burning stuff, and we want to get them onto cleaner energy.
It's a nice T-shirt.
It is a nice T-shirt. Not available online, sadly, yet, but available here. Yeah.
So you say stop burning stuff. Obviously, it's not just about cars. There's so much more here than just cars. Andy, you're a bit of an action man, and I've seen you on scooters. I've seen you on jet boots.
There you go.
And is that kind of a big thing for you?
That would have looked very weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If you didn't get that, you're too young.
I didn't get that. I thought
You're
it
too
looked
young.
cool.
Action man, eagle-eyed.
Yeah.
Action man,
No,
eagle-eyed.
not at all.
All
No,
right.
not at
I'm
all.
off.
Okay.
One for the
And
kids.
I shan't be back.
Thank God you knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really
Otherwise
well
that
done.
would have been weird. What's the question?
So the question is, with your role with
Slick as
Fully
ever.
Charged is to get to the unconverted. We're preaching to the converted here, but you are preaching.
I remember I was at a talk by Robert yesterday, and at the end or the beginning, I can't even remember anymore. He said, right, how many people who've got EVs, their cars, and pretty much 99% of the audience put their hands up. And I was chatting to Andy, who's one of the cameramen in the Fully Charged team. I said, this is great, but actually what we want next time is for only a quarter of the audience to put their hands up, because actually what we want is, because everyone here is like, in the Fully Charged family, it's been great, but they are already part of the choir, they're already part of the team. We want to get people in and then convert them. That's how we increase the numbers of people using solar, using EV cars, who are reducing, even not just reducing their carbon footprint, reducing their waste footprint. Yeah, we've been chatting about, and that's, let's say, for Fully Charged, I came initially to do bikes and then vans, but I was really keen to do jet skis and wakeboards and boats and planes, not necessarily because, we think our audience wants to buy a plane or buy a speedboat.
Just because you want to have fun, basically.
Can we cut his mic, because it's like, to reach a new audience, so people might be flicking through social media and go, oh, there's a bloke here jumping through a flaming hoop on a motorbike. Oh, it's an electric motorbike. Oh, I didn't even know you got electric motorbikes. Onto Fully Charged, and that's how we hook them in and drag them into this world.
And from your point of view, Dan, what's the toughest thing that you've found getting to the right people and getting into the ears of the people we need to approach?
It's getting easier, but it's still quite hard actually. A lot of people are kind of quite close-minded to it, so getting them to things like this are massively important. Like getting people to have a test drive of an electric vehicle is absolutely guaranteed to make them smile and guaranteed to make them want to buy one at the next outing. So there's still a long way to go, but I think that the mood has shifted, and I think people out there are really, really interested in this. I was such a bore at dinner parties, if you can remember those things. Used to go along, talk about clean energy and heat pumps and electric vehicles, and people would just like humour me for like 30 seconds. Now people are asking us, and that's a significant shift. So yeah, hopefully this show can play a big role in that, and companies like Charlie's as well.
Well, I mean, I was just going to say, Rick, yeah.
Robert leaving in his plane again.
Yeah, here he goes.
I'm joking, he would never do that.
It's just a sound effect. It's electric, obviously. But no, as Dan's saying, it totally is like flipping, and we've just sound like self-promotion, but it is relevant, I promise. But we've just landed a deal with Lookers, who are like the second biggest dealership group in the UK, and now you've got, they sell 100,000 vehicles a year, and they're in their showrooms. They're going to be talking about smart charge points, tariffs, and I think having access at that point to people when they're looking at cars, if we can bring them in there. Maybe we say, hey, you come along to Fully Charged. I think that's the sort of way we can get to the mainstream, is working with mainstream businesses, I suppose, at the end of the day as well.
Absolutely. So I think the message is we need to bring our friends that are unconvertible, maybe free tickets for people that don't have an electric car.
Well, there, Rick. No, I don't think that's a very good business model.
We've got a Fully Charged Christmas party to cover, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we certainly. No, that's not going to happen. We have to be able to run the channel, but we will make it as competitive. I mean, actually, I think the tickets, given everything you get, is actually really cheap. I think you come away from this so full of ideas, and if that helps people save hundreds of thousands of pounds on their bills and all the rest of it, I think it's well worth it.
I genuinely had no idea how much the tickets cost until Friday morning, and I'm not being funny. I was like, that's too cheap. I think. But luckily, no one asked me.
Yeah.
They're free. Now he's double the cost.
I mean, I don't want to say anything about Scotsman because he can kill people. But if he said it's cheap, I mean, that's a glowing endorsement, isn't it?
Yeah. For everything that's here, my favourite part of this is all the test rides. So you can go and check out all the micromobility, all the scooters, all the bikes, and it's great. And there's the My Energy guys have been educating people about the charging infrastructure, but there's so much more to this than just coming and seeing cool cars. So I think
the way we sort of always say it is basically from anything from cargo bikes to cargo ships. It can all be electrified. There'll be some hydrogen in the future for sure as well, and all of the different types of clean energy as well. So cars are quite good because they hook people in, but ultimately once they're hooked in, they obviously want to get a charger, they want to change their energy supplier, they want to maybe generate power on their own, maybe get a battery, all those things. So it's really addictive, I think, and it totally changes people's mindsets. The car's quite an important part of it, but it's absolutely not the be all and end all.
Well, Thank you very much, lads. On a personal point, it's been a privilege working here this weekend and seeing everything, seeing it firsthand. But keep up the good work, all three of you, and thank you very much from, I guess, everyone watching at home as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
And if you're watching at home, and if you haven't been to this event, see you at the next one in April, did you say?
End of April next year.
See you there. Take care.
Take care. Okay, well done. Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Cheers.